So this is my everyday carry backpack, and it carries everything that I need to get through my day-to-day life. So let me show you what I pack and how all of it earned its place in my everyday carry. So the bag itself is the North Face Recon, and it was actually my high school and college backpack. As a photographer and videographer, I'm pretty used to carrying camera bags as well, but for my 9 to 5, the North Face Recon fits perfectly. The biggest difference between camera bags and the North Face Recon is that they're just designed to carry two different things. With a camera bag, you're obviously able to carry all of your camera gear organized efficiently and securely, and with the North Face bag, it's much more all-purpose. You're able to carry a variety of different items very easily. For me, that's much better for my day-to-day life. It makes it really easy for me to not overpack a backpack and carry something around that's way too heavy. I do reach for my camera bag still very often. Pretty much any time that I'm doing any kind of creative work, I will carry a camera bag, but most days it's the North Face Recon. Some of the standout features that I love about this bag and why I carried it through high school, college, and even now in my adult life is the built-in organizational systems. It's perfect for my everyday needs, a laptop sleeve, a big dump pocket in the middle. I love any backpack that has an AirPods pocket, the little front zipper ones. It's so hard to recommend backpacks to people because they're so dependent on your everyday needs. So get out there, try some bag options out, and maybe your high school backpack is the right one for you. As a creative professional, I carry a lot of gear, even when I'm not carrying my camera bags. I always have an on-the-go editing system that allows me to pretty much work on any of my creative projects, and this is how I pack all of that. The heart of the system is the M2 MacBook Pro. I've had this computer for years now. It's never let me down, and this laptop is one of the most game-changing purchases I've made in my creative career. The amount of doors that all of a sudden opened when I upgraded computers is really unbelievable to even think back on, and it's an investment that is absolutely worth it if you are a young creative out there or even somebody who's just thinking about it. Make that investment and upgrade your computer. But as us creators know, it's not as easy as just bringing your laptop. You have to also bring your computer accessories, and that for me is where the Bellroy Desk Caddy comes in. This little pouch lives in my backpack all the time and holds everything that I need to pump out and edit at any moment. Things like my SSDs, MacBook charger, my MX Master 3 mouse. With this organizer in my backpack, I'm confident that I have everything that I need to work on our project at any moment. This is a really important packing technique for me as somebody who forgets their stuff very easily. Having a way to pack my stuff is super important, and the Bellroy Desk Caddy enables me to do that. Another part of my daily carry is my stationery setup. It's definitely become trendy in the creator community to carry pen and paper with you everywhere. Field notes are very popular in the photographer, videographer community, and I carry those as well. But this year I added the large journal to my kit, and I love having it around. In college, I was an avid iPad notes taker. Somewhere along my college line, that iPad notes thing started to dwindle, and physical paper notes started to really ramp up in my personal life. I use field notes for a variety of things: grocery lists, content ideas, and pretty much any paper application that you can have. I carry a variety of pens around with me. It's something that I'm pretty passionate about, and I really enjoy having a variety of options when writing. I carry all my pens in a Bellroy pen pouch, really just because it matches the Desk Caddy. The Moleskine journal is really where a lot of the magic happens. I do a lot of long form writing and ideating in that book. The extra real estate is just really nice. I use this stationery stuff at least weekly, but really it's more like every day at this point. Now the real core EDC items, stuff that I literally can't walk out the door without, and it all lives in the Patagonia 1-liter sling pack. As you can see, a very common theme for my EDC is everything being packed in a little pouch or something like that. Like I said, I'm super bad about leaving stuff behind, and making sure that this stuff stays packed allows me to not leave stuff behind, allows me to keep stuff in my bag, and allows me to not get locked out of my apartment. It's a kit your shit mentality, and I try and have it across my whole EDC. That's exactly what this sling bag does for me. Mostly it's a packing cube. Sometimes it does go with me out on its own, but most of the time it just lives in my bag and I can kind of forget about it. I chose the Patagonia sling really for no reason other than that I love that brand, and they won me fully over whenever I brought the bag in for repair and they just gave me a fresh one on the spot. They made a customer for life in that one day, so this is the sling that I carry. My daily carry wallet is the Bellroy Hide and Seek wallet. I really like this wallet because it's RFID protected. It just makes me feel like I have an extra layer of security. And also the bill compartment has a little sneaky coin pouch thing that fits an AirTag perfectly. My field notes also live in the sling bag. It's just whatever book I'm carrying at that time, and there will always be a pen stuck in there. That way it's easy to write. I also carry AirPods Pros with me every day. This might honestly be my most essential item. It really sucks leaving these behind. Getting through day-to-day life without AirPods at this point for me is just honestly impossible. I always try and have as little stuff in my pockets as possible. It's really just my phone and my pocket knife that stays in my pockets. And speaking of pocket knives, let's go ahead and discuss that. So this is my pocket knife, my daily driver pocket knife, and it is the Civivi Yonder. I've been carrying a knife daily now for probably about 3 years, and it's been such a great addition to my everyday carry. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I have a super rugged lifestyle where like having a knife is like life or death. It's absolutely not that way. What a pocket knife mostly does for me is open Amazon packages or food containers or help me break down boxes. It really doesn't do anything super hard work-wise. However, having it available is so nice because it just helps with overall utility in my day-to-day life. The Civivi Yonder was an obvious choice to add to my EDC. I love the release video that they did with Zach in the Wild for the collaboration. The product is so cool, it has a great story. I also love the aesthetic of it and the blade shape. It's just a joy to use, and it fits my hands perfectly in terms of the size and in terms of the ergonomics. If you're in the knife market and you're not looking to break the bank, I definitely recommend the Civivi Yonder. It's not a Benchmade or anything crazy like that, but for the price, it punches well above its weight class. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is my true everyday carry. This is stuff that I very seldom leave the house without, and it helps me get through creative tasks as well as my 9-to-5 job and as well as just general life. The last thing that I kind of want to leave you guys with when it comes to everyday carry is that it's a slow build, not a buy it all at once thing. You have to get stuff, try stuff, experiment in order to see what works best for you. If you're interested in building an EDC, go piece by piece, add stuff that you think you might like. Do not try and buy it all at once. You don't even know what you like yet. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. My name is Austin. I'm a photographer and videographer in Charlotte, North Carolina. And if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.